Okay, welcome everyone to our Hatha yoga class. My name is Tammy. Our focus is on heart openers. Heart openers, opening up through a lot of the postures include back bends. So, strengthening the back muscles, strengthening the shoulder muscles. I usually talk about heart openers that they create this happiness too. Other emotions may be brought up though. So being mindful of how you're feeling as we move through the different back bends, as we move through the different postures, being aware, being present, being in the moment. We'll begin by sitting on our mat. Right leg crossed in front of the left leg. Just a little shift through the body and then let yourself settle. Taking notice of your heart. So placing your right hand and then left hand onto your chest. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Taking your arms down to the sides. Inhale, draw your arms up overhead. Now you can exhale through the nose as you bend and fold forward. Inhale, draw your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, drawing up, arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward last time. Inhale, coming up. You can draw your arms up and then take your hands to your heart center. Placing your right hand against your left hand a little bit firmly. Take your hands by the sides, uncross the legs. Take your left leg in front of the right this time. Place your left hand and then right hand onto your heart. Close your eyes, take a moment, doing a head to toe check. Being in the moment. Opening up your eyes, take your hands by the sides and then nice big inhale, draw your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, draw your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. One more time. Inhale, draw your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. And then inhale, coming up. Take your hands to your heart center. Take your hands by the sides. Inhale, drawing up through your spine. So lifting up nice and tall. Exhale, rotate towards the right side. Inhale, hold. Exhale, come back to the center. Inhale, hold. Exhale, turning to the other side. Hold with a nice inhale, lift. Exhale, coming back. And then release. Take your hands by the sides. Take your legs in front. Windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Cross the right leg over top of the left. Draw your arms up overhead. Intertwine your fingers. And then draw your hands down in front of your heart. And then release your hands down to the ground. Uncross your legs. Take your left in front of the right. Inhale, draw your arms up overhead. Again, intertwine your fingers. Your index fingers can be pointing straight up, and then exhale. Take your hands down to your heart. And then release. Take your hands down by the sides. A little twist again, but this time taking your right leg up and over top of the left leg. The goal, of course, is stacking those knees on top of each other for cow face. Sitting up nice and tall with a nice big inhale breath. Exhale, rotating to the right side. Inhale, hold. Exhale, come back to the center. Inhale, hold. Exhale, rotate long through the spine. Inhale, hold. Exhale, come back. And release. Uncross. Take the left leg on top of the right leg. As close as possible with those knees stacked on top of each other, sitting up nice and tall. Flex the feet. Crown of the head lengthening up. Inhale. Exhale, rotating to the left side. Inhale, hold. Exhale, come back to the center. Inhale, hold. Exhale, rotating to the right. Inhale, hold. Exhale, come back to the center. And then release the legs. Cross the right leg over top of the left. Again, sitting up nice and tall. A little shift through your body. Side stretch. Take your left hand down. Inhale, sweep your right arm up and over. And then hold with a nice inhale. Exhale, make your way back. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, come over to the side. Let's do 4 breaths. Inhale, hold. Exhale, coming up. Let's try that again. Inhale, sweep your right arm up first. Exhale, coming over to the side. Inhale, hold. Long through the waist. Exhale, coming up. One more time. Inhale, sweep your other arm up. Exhale, coming over to the right. Inhale, hold. Exhale, making your way back up. And release. Okay, come to all fours. Little shift through the body. You can go forwards, back. Wag the tail. Circles through your upper body. And then the other way. And then hold into cow and then cat. Toes down to the ground. Engage your bandhas. So draw your navel in towards your spine. Inhale, draw your heart up towards the sky to cow. Exhale, big arch to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. One more time. Exhale, big arch cat. And then make your way to a neutral spine, natural S curve of the spine. Step forward with the right hand, left hand, and then draw your pelvis up towards the sky. Alternate knee bends. Ankles, knees, hips in line with each other. Spread your fingers out. You can make an L shape with your index finger and your thumb. Bend through the knees, look to the hands, walk your feet forward. Inhale, come up to halfway lift, just to waist height. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, coming up halfway. Exhale, release, fold, flat back. Slight bend to the knees so that you can help keep your back flat. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, taking your hands to your heart center. Okay, I'll just turn to face this way. Ankles, knees, and hips in line with each other. You can turn, of course, on your mat. You can be in the center of your mat now. Relax through your shoulders. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, let's dive forward first. Feel your foundation. Inhale, come up to halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Intertwine your fingers up overhead. Your index fingers are pointing straight up towards the sky. Exhale, tipping up and over to the right side. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. Long through the waist. Inhale, hold. Exhale, coming back to the center and dive forward. Inhale, come up to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Intertwine your fingers again with your index fingers pointing up straight to the sky. And then exhale, tipping up and over to the left side. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. Your arms are close by your ears. Inhale. Exhale. Coming all the way back up and dive forward. Inhale, come up to halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, coming up all the way. Draw your arms up overhead, and then exhale, take your hands to your heart center. Okay, that was lots of inhales and exhales there. Lots of cycles of breath. Relax through the shoulders. Place your hands onto your hips. Stand up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, turning your body over to the right side. Inhale, hold. Exhale, come back to the center. Inhale, hold. Stand up tall. Exhale, turning over to the left. Inhale, hold. Exhale, coming back. And then release. A little shift through the body. Opening up through our legs. Turn your toes out. You're in a plie. Checking to see when we come into our plie squat that your knees are not passing your toes. You can place the hands on your hips, or you can bring your arms up overhead and then placing your hands together, sitting down into your plie. Inhaling and exhaling. You can lift your toes up off the ground and then place them back down. Feel yourself grounded. Rooting yourself down. With your next inhale breath, make your way back up. Exhale, releasing your hands, and then alternating heel toe in towards the center and shift through the body. Coming to the top of your mat for our first sun salutation. Ankles, knees, hips in line with each other. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, come up to halfway lift, just like we did before. Exhale, take your hands down to the ground. Step back with your right foot, then left foot into a strong plank here. Notice your body. The knees can come down to the floor as we lower to chaturanga, jutting your body forward. Take the knees down if you like, and then fold into the ground. Your elbows hug your waist. Uncurl the toes. Draw your shoulders away from the ears. Pubic bone down, tops of the feet press down. Inhale to up dog. Heart up. Exhale, release. 2 more times. Inhale to up dog. Exhale down 1 more time. Pubic bone down. Lengthen through your spine so you're not squishing into the lower back. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Toes down and come back up through on your knees and then downward facing dog. Alternate knee bends. The knees can be bent too, and you can be still. Externally rotate through the tops of your arms. Draw your pelvis up towards the sky. Heels can come slowly down to the ground. Bending through the knees, look to your hands, walk your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up, overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart center. 2 more times. Inhale, sweep your arms up, overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank, chaturanga. Jutting the body forward, lower yourself to the ground. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Elbows hug your waist. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. 1 more cycle of breath. With your exhale breath, bend the knees, look to the hands. Walk your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up, overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart center. 1 more time. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, your arms can come out to the side to halfway lift or onto your shins. Exhale, release. Plank, step back with the right, left, and jut the body forward. Nice and strong to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Adding on a little piece here with a little rotation. We're just going to step our feet out to the sides of our mat, to the edges of our mat. And you're going to have the toe right beside your big toe touching still that edge of the mat. You can walk your hands a little bit further back too if you like. And then take your right hand and hold on to the left ankle and pull yourself underneath your left arm. The right elbow is bent, pulling nice and strong. With your exhale breath, releasing, take your hand back. Inhale, set yourself up. Exhale, twisting over to the other side. Hold on to your right ankle and then pull yourself under. Nice twist. With your exhale breath, releasing. Step your feet back. Bend through the knees, look to your hands, walk, step, or jump your feet forward. Big toes can touch if you like. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold, rounding down. Inhale, sweep your arms up, overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Okay, lovely. Bend through the knees. And then step back with the right foot. I'm just going to switch sides here so you'll see me nice and open. Sit back with the right foot. Turning on the heel, lining up your heel, so the front heel with the back arch. Your left knee is pointing straight ahead, so really opening up. Inhale, draw your arms up to shoulder height. Exhale, turn your head and look over your middle finger. Warrior two, nice and strong, keep open. Inhale, draw your right arm up and over. Take that left forearm down to the thigh lightly or down to the ground and rotate through your upper body, keeping your waist long. So lengthening out through the waist. With the next inhale breath, make your way back up. Exhale, exalted warrior. Your gaze, your drishti, forward or up towards your thumb. With your next inhale breath, back to warrior two. Exhale, bend through the knees, step the right to meet the left. And a little swish through the hips. Okay, into the left side. I'll just come over to this side of the mat. Bend through the knees, step back with the left foot on the ball of the foot that you're turning. Line your heels up. The distance between your legs is your one leg distance. Or the front heel with the back arch. Inhale, draw your arms up. Exhale, lunge forward. Check that knee, pointing straight ahead. Hold, warrior two. The upper body is over top of your pelvis. With the next inhale, draw your left arm up and over. Rotate that body, coming up and over. Extended side angle. With the next inhale, coming up into exalted warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, bend through the knees and step left to meet the right. And a shift through the hips. Okay, into wild thing from here. Making our way through a sun salutation again to downward facing dog and then wild thing. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to plank. This is the chaturanga. So jet the body forward, draw your elbows close, come down. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold here, just take a moment. Wild thing, three-legged dog, bend through the knee, and then stack your hips on top of each other. If this is going to be accessible for you, take your left foot, right foot down to the ground, and then open up. Draw your pelvis up. Then come back up and over to downward facing dog. Into the other side, lifting up through the left leg. You can bend the knee first and then stack your hips. You can, just opening up through the hips, you can remain here or come into the wild thing and then open up. And then take your hand back, downward facing dog. Bend through the knees, look to your hands, walk, step, or jump your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. Okay, very nice. Just a little shift through the hips. Come to the center of your mat. Opening up through our legs here. All your toes are facing forward. Draw your tailbone down towards the ground. Take your hands behind your back, intertwine your fingers, draw your shoulders down. Inhale, draw your heart up towards the sky. Exhale, bend through the knees, hinge through the hips, fold forward, taking your arms up and overhead. Draw the shoulders down away from your ears as you come up. Come down, up and over. Bending through the knees as you need to help keep the back flat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come up to halfway lift. Take your hands down to your hips, your pelvis. Inhale, coming all the way back up. You can release your hands and place them onto your hips, small back bend. Through the upper part of your back, exhale, releasing, bend through the knees, and step left to meet the right. A little shift through the hips. Relax through the shoulders, coming to the top of your mat again. So come this side first so it can open up so you can see for pyramid. Bend through the knees, step your right foot back. All of your toes are facing forward. or your right toes are pointing out about 45 degrees. Depends on your hips. If you're able to have your hips square with your toes pointing forward, then try it at a 45-degree angle. But if you find that your hips are not square here, take your toes back so that all of your toes are pointing forward. Take your hands behind your bottom. You can intertwine the fingers or hold onto the elbows. Inhale, draw your heart up to the sky for pyramid. And fold forward. Left hip back, right hip forward. Looking towards your big toe. Left knee can be bent. Our back is nice and straight, flat. Rooting yourself down into the ground. Inhaling, make your way back up. Small back bend. Exhale, releasing, flying. Warrior 3. Draw your arms forward or to the sides, toes down towards the ground. Lift that leg, both legs straight. Then slowly release, bend, and then step together. Okay, other side. Relax through the shoulders. Bend through the knees. Step your left foot back to pyramid. Setting yourself up. Hips are square. Hands behind. Hold onto your hands or elbows. Small back bend. Root yourself down into the ground. Pull everything into your center. Shine your heart up to the sky with your back bend. Exhale, fold. Left hip is forward. Right hip is back. Legs straight or the right knee has a bend. Your drishti at your big toe. Flat back. Making your way up with the inhale. Small back bend. Upper part of the back is the part that lifts up and over. Exhale to warrior 3. Bend through the knee, lift your left leg off the ground, straighten both legs, arms by the sides or forward. Toes down towards the ground. And then slowly release, bend the knees, and give yourself a little shift through the body. Okay, come to the top of your mat in Tadasana. Ankles, knees, hips in line. Turn your palms open. Arms a little ways away from your body. Close your eyes. Tailbone down to the ground. Doing a head to toe check, checking in. Being mindful again, being aware. Being present in the moment. And then open up your eyes. Okay. Couple postures that we're going to work on for balance. I'll just come to the center of my mat first. So you can do the same also. I'll turn my body this way so you can see me too. Inhale, dancer's pose. Draw your arms up overhead. Exhale, take your right elbow down to the waist. Picking up your right foot, hold on to the ankle, or you can hold onto the foot. Relax through the shoulders. Draw your left arm straight up. Dancer's pose, you're kicking away as you're pulling in. Try it with me. Leaning forward, kicking your leg away. Left arm stays close by your ear. Keep kicking. Higher, higher. Flex your foot. And then slowly come back and release and shift through the hips. It's nice to have a ledge here too if you need a little bit of support. I'll turn this way so you can see me on the side too. For the left side, inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, take your left elbow into the waist, pick up your left foot. Could be the ankle or the inside of your foot, outside, finding what's going to work for you. Right arm straight up, relax through your shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, starting your kick, leaning forward, kicking your leg back as you're pulling in towards the body. Reaching out as you're pulling in, just like an elastic band. Keep kicking, higher, higher, and then slowly come back and release. Shift through the hips. Okay, let's make our way down to the ground. You can come with me through a sun salutation, coming to the top of your mat. Inhale, draw your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back, jutting the body forward, lower into the ground. Uncurl the toes. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Bend through the knees, walk, step, or do a little jump, and then come to a sitting position. You can have the right leg crossed in front of the left leg first, and then open up your legs to our lovely V. Relax through the shoulders. Take your hands behind your legs. Inhale, draw your heart up towards the sky. Exhale, fold forward. You can take your hands onto your legs here, your shins. You can hold on to the big toes. Hands can be in front. Relax through the shoulders, folding forward. Being aware of your body here, being present. Checking in to see if your back is flat. Checking in to see if you need to release a little bit or come forward a little bit. With your next inhale breath, make your way back up. Shine the heart up towards the sky. Exhale, releasing. Bending through both of the knees to camel. Here it's nice to have a little cushioning for your knees. So if you have something like a blanket, towel, you can put it under your knees for support. Toes can be down to the ground or tops of your feet are down with your heels up. Your choice. Little back bend here at first. Take your right hand and left hand onto the small of your back. Tailbone down. Encourage length through your spine. So standing on those knees, nice and tall. Inhale. Drawing your heart up towards the sky. Lengthen through the upper part of your back as you come down. So you're not squishing your lumbar spine. Draw the hands to the heels of your feet, opening up through your heart. Feeling your chest open. Slowly making your way back up and into child's pose. So uncurl those toes. You can take your mat, your blanket away, and then release into child's pose, forehead resting. Come to all fours out of child's pose. And toes down to the ground. Stepping your right hand, left hand forward. Come into an upside down V, so downward facing dog. From here, we'll move into pigeon. Draw the right leg straight up to three-legged dog. And then bend through the knee, turn your knee out as you bring it to your right wrist. Your shin bone, check to see where it is. The more parallel it is with the edge, the short edge of your mat, the deeper the stretch. Hips are square, so toes down, left toes down to the ground at first to help keep the hips square. Folding forward. You can do this posture, similar posture, lying on your back with your ankle crossed over your knee for figure four. Sleeping pigeon, letting the forehead rest. Coming up out of sleeping pigeon to king pigeon. And then releasing, you can release into child's pose or downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your left leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step forward, bring your knee forward, turn your knee out to the left wrist. Again, just be in the moment here. King pigeon, exhale, fold forward. Support for the left hip could be with a blanket or a block underneath. Letting the forehead rest for sleeping pigeon. Your right heel can be up towards the sky to help keep the hips square, or uncurl the toes. If you find this is not working for your knee, lie on your back, come into figure four with your ankle crossed over your knee. This time, of course, the opposite. Making your way back up to child's pose or downward facing dog. And then everyone come into child's pose. Child's pose, you can have the knees forward or knees turned out to the corners of your mat. And releasing, coming up and lying on your belly. Lying on our belly, let the right cheek rest on the ground. Toes uncurl, tops of the feet down to the ground, heels up towards the sky. Taking your head up, coming into locust. Lift your arms, lift your legs off of the ground. Draw the navel in, keep lifting. Lengthen through the spine, draw your shoulders away, lift higher. And then exhale, release, right cheek down to the ground. And then coming to bow, taking your head back, so chin to the ground. Hold on to the right ankle, hold on to the left ankle. Same idea, kicking away as we did in dancer's pose as we pull in. So lifting your heart, lifting your legs, pull the navel in towards the spine, kicking away as you're pulling in. Lift higher, higher, and then release. Right cheek rests on the ground. And then coming up to child's pose first. And then all the way up. Okay, bridge and then Shavasana. Lying on your back, you can come to the side of your body and then make your way down, lying on your back. For bridge, place your hands down to the ground. See if you can touch your heels. You want to be able to touch your heels. That's the correct distance away. Relax through the shoulders. Draw the pelvis up towards the sky, never looking around when you're in bridge, always looking straight up towards the sky. Balancing on the shoulders. Next step would be taking your arms, walking your arms underneath your bottom, holding onto your hands. The closer that you can get your palms together, the bigger the stretch. Balancing on the backs of your shoulders, backs of your arms, and then slowly release your hands, walk your arms away, and then draw pelvis down to the ground. Draw the knees into the chest, give yourself a squeeze. And then setting yourself up for Shavasana. Before Shavasana, you can do another posture if you like, something else that you can do, movement through the shoulders or through the hips. And then set yourself up for Shavasana. Lying on your back, lying on the side of the body. Nice and warm in Shavasana. So if you have a blanket, you can cover yourself. Feeling yourself settled, noticing your heart, letting yourself smile. Let your eyes relax and sink deeper. Your lips part, your facial muscles soften. Let yourself sink a little deeper, feeling that glow coming from your center and spreading through your entire body. I will call you back when it is time. Coming back, little shift through the body, moving your toes, your fingers, noticing your breath. Noticing your center of your body, noticing your heart. Our focus was on the heart. We did a number of back bends throughout our class. Take note of yourself, being aware of yourself standing taller as you move through the rest of the week, opening up your heart to new possibilities, to love. Thank you very much for joining me. Namaste.